Hello, future me that doesn't remember anything. So this is my CSGO remember your shit thing. And let's talk about B, like B in general, like what the fuck can you do. So there's a flash like this, you stand here, and I'm here, and it's a jump throw. It does flash all of the cities. It's good when you're the last player, right? If you spawn as the last player, whatever, you wanna maybe throw this flash and then help maybe Apps player, it's a nice flash. Alright, another thing. You always wanna try to get a flash on the mid. I mean, not always, but it's really nice to have it. You prevent the enemy upper from picking you. Another thing, if you're the first guy to B, let's start to talk about taking B control. When you're the first guy, you just run and quickly you aim toward this thing, right above this. It does get always gets. Okay, maybe almost always. It does get the players behind the barrel as well. Huh. I don't know why I'm fucking this up. It doesn't work, trust me. Even if it doesn't work, they're probably gonna expect for it to work. Alright. So, anyways. After you throw this molly and you nail it. Now I nailed it. Right. I think I'm bad at this game, holy shit. How do I not nail it? Jesus, I think I'm bad. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually messing this up. Yeah, now it mollied it. Okay, you know what, doesn't matter. I'm not gonna upload it to YouTube or anything. Alright, so you throw this molly. Successfully, right? So you throw this... So you throw this molly successfully. I guess you need to load... Oh, I'm here, not here. Then you usually would jump toward the right side. Because nobody knows how to nade this position. Usually. And City is gonna throw some nades and then they're gonna start molly. Molly close or molly like here. Sometimes maybe here they're retarded. If they do molly this, you just molly off and you smoke it off. And then you play around the smoke. And now we successfully contested banana control. Now we can be an annoying piece of shit and I would sit here for a bit. Like for half of the smoke, then after smoke starts to fade, I mean after half of the smoke passes, then I would get here, just in case they have nades. If you're here, you can aim toward the antenna, and throw a nade, you can throw a running nade as well. To just get that upper, just tag him, if there's an upper playing here. What else? If you're not the first guy throwing this molly, the closer to the edge, the better. Yeah, if you don't throw it close enough to the edge, then it's not gonna molly far up here. And yeah, there could be a city player and he can easily fucking kill you. He's gonna absolutely smash and destroy you. Okay, so play here. People usually don't check this position. It's nice. You can sometimes, if there's a city peeking, you can sometimes peek to here, like here, get a free kill, you know. But yeah, there's some sort. You can throw some like makeshift flashes like this, whatever, and then peek with them. They're not particularly good, but they work. By the way, if you remember that flash, you can always throw some sort of flash like here. So it pops me there. All of the cities that are standing here will be blinded. 100%. Maybe here not, but you get a point. You can throw around walk. You can throw it running, bounce it off the wall to go a little bit deeper. It's gonna flash them. While your teammates, if they're not retarded, if they actually aim correctly, then they will not get blinded. But you can always try to throw it a little bit safer. It's gonna be shittier flash. Well, this one's absolutely terrible actually. But you can throw it like here. So it actually does flash 100%, and you know the further away from enemies, the worse it is. But the safer it is for your teammates too. So maybe the cities will be only half blinded, but sometimes that's enough. You know? All right. And nading this is also a good idea if you wanna. If you expect city rush, you can just nade stack banana. Do this sort of shit. Remember, big thing. You can always just throw a smoke here. You can always smoke top mid. You can always do that, but then you need to be like if you don't have money, right? You can still just smoke it off, right? The bad thing about it is that you have no control over everything. So you literally need to push up close. Like that you have to do that if you don't have any uto. So and then you need to be careful, like hope that they're not gonna follow you, that they're not gonna nade you, and that you're not gonna be forced into smoke and then spammed through, you know. Is there anything else? For banana control, I don't think there is. But we can start talk about smokes for B side, how to execute it. So currently I do not know any other smoke for coffins, so it's here. Line up with this with this. Standing throw, and it should smoke coffins. I think there's a Molotov for coffins as well that you can use from the same position, but I don't remember it. Alright, so city smokes. You can be here. Aim at the top, like somewhere on top of this chimney smoke. It's gonna work. You can be here. Have this fucking flower pot. And this corner. You aim somewhere in between. And it's gonna smoke it off perfectly. But you don't want to use that in solo queue because there's a smoke like this. You see the exact this little yellow dot. You need to look at the upper part, the top part. I think top left corner is the best. Jump throw. You're gonna smoke it, and you might be asking why do this? Because after throwing the smoke, you can quickly throw this Molotov, which is you aim here, right? But you need to aim slightly high. Slightly higher. And this is pixel perfect, so sometimes it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. There's no like super good lineup for it. In this case it did work, so it did molly both sides, but still, like, you can still stand here and kind of do something. So the perfect case scenario would be like if it's spread up to here, so you would have to stand here. But, you know, sometimes the city's gonna just panic. Especially in matchmaking. I'm probably not gonna be going pro anytime soon, so... So yeah, you throw this smoke. You wait for it to pop, you prepare the molly. Smoke it. And bam. If you're not the first guy, and you probably shouldn't be, it's me and you're amazing, you should throw this smoke, this nade, or you can even flash into it. You can flash like deeper city. You can go. You can probably throw some sort of flash that pops on top of this roof. This used to be an OG old flashes that people used to throw, but on the new Inferno it was like they still work, you know. But like when they build like close, because there's models now, they can get obscured slightly. But there's still good flashes, and you can throw them from like here or something. Oh, I actually nailed it. There's also a God Flash. I think you aim here and jump through it. No, maybe here. Ah, I remember. Anyways, there's a flash. I think the first one was the God Flash. Which blinds, I believe, everyone on the bomb side. So That's nice. I don't remember it. I don't use it. It's very risky. Like unless you play with a team, don't use it. Alright, so we have covered this, this. Don't molly dark, no one's gonna play there. Don't molly this, no one's gonna play there. These are strong positions for you, don't play. Oranges. Don't be too afraid about first oranges. Because if you go to the grill, right, or pool, second oranges, there can be a player stand either. If there is a player playing first oranges, you will see them. They literally cannot hide from you. But we'll throw a Molotov. And there are Molotovs for first oranges, second oranges, but there's a lineup for both of them. So you aim, you have these two guys, right? You always fuck this up, man. So like, remember it. Remember fucking it. There's between these two, right? There's this darker one. You go to this darker one, and you go to the left, right? Just between this one tile, and you aim right here on the top, right? Jump throw, and it's gonna explode right on top of it. And yeah, it does spread. Oh, I was scared for a second. I fucked it up. And it does molly it. So there's a molly for this smoke, you know. And that like probably you wanna throw this combo, right? You probably want to throw this combo. You use up most of your utility this way really quickly, you know. It's really good. And the city guy, I know it can be sometimes scared to play this city guy, but like if you go onto maps to train your aim, you know, you're pre-firing, as long as you don't over peek, right? If you don't peek these two angles, if you just peek this and you pre-fire it, you often, very often, can get a kill onto this upper, right? Here as well. Okay. Is there anything else? I don't think there is. Oh, actually, if you think there might actually be player dark, you can always stand here a little bit to the back. They can just throw us molly above this. It's gonna land in the dark. If you think there's gonna be a player quad and somebody didn't throw the molly, or maybe you fucked it up, I don't know. Just aim anywhere around here to the ship. Obviously, you need to be careful. Don't forget, there's sometimes players playing here with this retarded agent, right? And then they can have like a good hit on you, and yeah, it's really disgusting to play against this. But just always be sure to just look at it and put attention, and then you're gonna get it, you know. But it sucks that this agent blends in so well. Okay, so I think that's basically it. So let's talk about city for the banana. Okay, so usually as you're gonna start, if there's a player with better spawn, you're gonna send here and throw flash here. It's a fallen flash, as I call it. I mean, people always call it this way. I don't know why, but I think he was like a good guy. I mean, he was a good fucking player. He was good support and upper. But yeah. Anyways, it's a good flash for your upper or whatever. If he has a good spawn, he was. Sometimes you can, like, even from molly, you can peek like into molly, get a peek, and just run back. Often you will fucking survive that. Okay, playing CT. If you're on this wall, you aim up here, and something like this. It's gonna be a molly close. It's gonna molly the half wall. It's the fastest close molly you can throw. Usually, you're gonna be like oh god. Usually throwing this Molotov will waste a little bit of time because it's so fast that T's will be here when it pops, you know. Which is good, but you can delay it by 1 second. Unless you're playing, if you have a shitty spawn, like somewhere like here, then this is actually a really good molly. Then you want to throw this molly because then every single second is precious, right? Okay, I can molly deep for whatever reason. You can do that. It should cover this ping thing. You can molly wood. What I would recommend if you care about mollying this, I would just use the nade lineup. Which is like this. You aim at this corner of the flower pot. And you run it's very tight because you need to bounce it off this ping, of this wall. But it's gonna go deep in. Nice and deep. And it works for nades too. I just fucked it up. Yeah, just like that. And this portion that you usually hide in, this will damage you for 50. This will damage you for 50. It's a really good nade. And I love throwing it because people usually go in there because they know me. And that's when I throw this nade. And it damages them heavily. That's how I get most of my utility damage. Alright. What else? You can throw nades closer if you think they might be coming out. Or if they're anywhere close, you can aim, I believe, here. Yeah. Anywhere along this line. As long as you can see the spot, you just throw a nade like this. Bam. Fast. Furious. Damage this guy for 50. Really good. Really good nade. And all of these lineups work for Molotovs as well, by the way. So, what else there is to say? You can smoke the banana if you wanna play for banana control. Yeah, it smokes it nicely. But then you usually wanna have a guy flash, like here, somewhere higher or whatever. So then you can like push in, clean it, usually together, and then you can leave a guy here. Right? You leave a guy here or here. And you can you have entire banana control. It's really good. If the guys start pushing the A side, you can just backstab, and often you're gonna be able to get a kill or two, you know? Especially if there's no one holding the banana. But often people are, so be careful with it. Just be careful with it. Yeah? And you can rotate guy to A, right? Just fight for A. But what happens if the T's are good and they actually know how to contest banana? Because that does happen. They at least know how to throw this molly. That's the minimum they know, right? And this molly can fuck you up, right? It gives him so much mana control. So you basically counter this molly by all the nades I showed you before, like nades and molotovs. But what if they're still not that? Because they usually won't be. Well, if there's a molly, you can smoke it. If there's no molly, you can smoke it too, and it's gonna work. You can molly it deeper, or no, not close, but or a little bit shallower, but not this shallow. And you can hold it from sandbags. Sandbags is a really strong person, no one's clearing it. The cool thing about sandbags, you will see tourists go through them, through this fucking thing, this gap. So you're gonna see it, and you're gonna prepare. Easy, nice, cute, amazing. What happens if they molly you though? Well then, you smoke it here. You hop on sandbags, and you get a one-way. Really nice one-way. I mean, they're not gonna work in Source 2, but yeah, it's a one-way nonetheless. So if you're gonna play on CSGO for whatever reason, that's a nice one-way. If you have the smoke up, your guy can play closer. Because usually you would have a guy play here. This angle, kind of up angle. But now you can have him play basically here. If he gets flashed or whatever, just spam it. Just spam it, you know? Or you can play closer or maybe even half wall, you know, if the smoke allows for it. Why not here? Usually, I mean, you can play here. What I'm afraid of is those nades I showed you before. That's what I'm afraid of. The molly here is not a big deal. Just jump out and you're just gonna hold from here, whatever. The way to counter this smoke when they throw it is nades. Just nade everything, basically. That's what I would do. Because you cannot escape a nade damage, unlike with Molotovs. The Molotov, it pushes you out of position, while nade just straight up damages you, right? So Basically, you can always expect the guy sandbag, somewhere sandbag, and you can always expect that guy holding there. If they're smart, you can nade it closer. Please. I think I'm really bad at this game. Yeah, something like that. Molotovs work too. If you have to push through this smoke, the flash I showed you before, safe one, will work. It's gonna pop, you know. Everyone here will be blind. And then you can start exiting and trying to get kills, right? It can be tricky, but you can do it. So is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else to banana. Oh, by the way, if you're a T guy and cities throw this panic smoke, right? It's not like this. Like no gaps or anything or whatever. Like genuinely, it's not a bad idea to just throw a splash into it. And just start fragging. You will dive 1-for-1 if you're good. Right? If you do this only if you're confident, right? If you're only if you're confident, do this. But if you feel like you're trained, that you're good and whatever, throw this flash into the smoke and just push through it. Anyways, let's go back to the cities. All right. So the panic smoke that I just showed you. There's like I don't know the lineup for it, but you know. Usually somewhere like around the middle of this box is like here. Or actually like here. And it should usually pop somewhere in the middle and you'll usually be fine. You could hold here, but it's risky. T's gonna spam you. Okay, so all the T's will at least know how to throw this smoke. If you play CT, what can you do? Molly it. If you don't have molly, smoke it. If you don't have smoke, nade it. If you have a flash, not like this, throw a flash like there, over there, into the pool. It pops into the pool, the guy's side is never gonna be flashed. These guys will have to wait like the around 2 to 3 seconds top. If you get them good white. Alright, and then you usually would rotate here. Usually. So then you have a player playing here, an upper or whatever. If he's smarter, then maybe he's gonna play here. Nice. These are 2 nice positions, headshot angles. What's the risk of them? Well, that you basically give up sight when they know the coffin smoke. So that's really bad. So the other very strong person that you can see these play is here. We'll talk about coffin smoke later. So this is a really nice angle. You would usually pick it when your guy coffins is taking contact. So then you can have a nice crossfire. If you play here, you can throw a smoke here. That's gonna smoke you off over here. Or you can try to throw a smoke like this. And play around it. Maybe it's gonna land like here and maybe it's gonna land like here and then you can maybe get that one way. And kill the planter, right? And remember, this is also valid smoke. This gives you even more space. You can maybe fight this guy. You know, when you throw defensive smokes or Inferno B, like you're really good, man. Like it's gonna help you out so much. And remember, your primary function is to buy time. It's not to get kills. It's to buy time. Get 1 kill and buy time. You know, like standing inside of the smoke and being like not even shooting back. It's completely valid. You know, try to hide whatever. As long as you don't die, you're good. Because if you're not dead, they have to be careful because you can kill the planter, right? And then buy them even, and then by this you buy your team even more time. So you can play dark even. Usually people don't play here. Usually they're oppers or whatever, scoped augs. Playing here with aug is a good idea. You can throw a smoke like this. It's a really nice smoke and it gives you some space. You can jump on top of this. And you know, have some sort of off angle, try to fight it. But the smoke that's even better is probably when you throw it like here, off this wall. Because then you get a nice angle of this thing, and there's always going to be a guy there. Maybe we'll see how it goes with Source 2, but in CSGO, you sometimes can get one way into the city. And Jesus, yeah, you can always like jump in here, be like a guy, and you get an angle onto the guy that tries to clear. So all of this is really nice. Some people will just jump through the smoke like monkeys. So these are easy free kill. So these are defensive smokes. If you're coffins, you can also throw this smoke. I really like this smoke with SMG or Deagle. I don't think I actually threw it deep enough. I don't know where there's the gap. I think I fucked it up. But you can even abuse this gap even if you fuck it up. But let's wait for the smoke to fade. It's gonna take like now, yeah. So you would want to throw the smoke here, right? Is it running here? Oh no, you just want to bounce it off the front. Okay. So just like you would, you wanna bounce it off like right up front of you. Not some sort of angled wall here. No, it's just front. Alright. Anyway, when you do have the smoke, you can have. It's actually fading. Like this. You will have a nice 1v1 with Deagle. Usually you want to have a smoke, Deagle. That's the minimum at body armor because they can just spam you. So you can get like peek even deeper and deeper, you know. So here, there's usually gonna be a guy trying to push through it. So it should be a kill. If you're good, you should trade 1 for 1. And if there's a guy jumping up here, because they usually like to do it, you're gonna hear it. It's a really loud noise. So then you can just start spamming it. If you see it, you can just start spamming it. It's a kill. It's just an easy kill. So this is a possibility to get 2 kills. I remember I got a 4K from here and clutched around with only Deagle, smoke, and body armor. And I was able to literally just 4K win us the round on eco. So that was insanely good for a play. But yeah, this is valid smoke. But usually playing, I don't like to play here. I usually would prefer to play from inside the side. I think that here you just kind of give up the side and you do not commit to B. And I feel like you should commit to B. I think B is such a strong, it's hard to retake side that you need to commit to B. No matter what. And you need to commit to banana. Remember, if you lose banana and you lose top mid, these can go anywhere they want. With ease. With ease, no problem. So you want to have, you want to look at later and see. Oh, my cities have banana. Oh, I'm playing short, so that means I can give up mid if they put a lot of pressure. And if you see that, oh, they're taking top mid. Oh, we need to start like throwing some sort of flashes and start to fight for banana, and we need to take it like instantly, and then maybe backstab them, you know, whatever. So there's no risk of this. So this is very important. You need to have either banana or top mid. Or top mid. Otherwise, you lose city side. So yeah, just you need to have at least one of these 2 areas as a city. At least one of the 2. And if you don't do that, you're fucked. Oh, by the way, there's like this cute angle like here or like here. Usually you'd play anti-flash here, but yeah. You can boost here, whatever. Or there's I think a jump even here from fountain, but you're never gonna nail it because it's super fucking hard, and I nailed it like 3 times in my career. So what else? Let's go retakes. Retakes. There's lineup here, I think. Yes, exactly. Sometimes there's a T holding here. You can just always just spam this green here. Just crowd and spam it. Then you have another green here. Yeah, I think a little bit lower. I don't remember the exact thing, but there's like someone like here that you would spam to get maybe here. Yeah, that's the thing. So you have the green, like the green here, and you have a green here. And these are for both. This for both of these off angles. But this is a really good angle. Molotovs. I don't know much you do. You can stand anywhere along here. Just aim here. And as you approach the wooden thing, you want to jump through it. I think if maybe no, it's a mod for dark. Yeah, that's really nice. There is some lineups. I think if you see this chimney, you're still gonna like if you aim here, you should be able to kind of molly it. There's definitely a lineup for the. There's definitely some sort of a lineup for. I think this might be a lineup. Yeah, this is the lineup. If there's a smoke, you go against this wall and you aim like not close. You go a little bit to the right and you aim somewhere here. And you're always gonna molly it. Nice. The quad, there's always every single time. There's not always a city holding Inferno, there's always a T holding Inferno, every single time. So don't worry too much about oranges, because you're usually gonna wrap around from here, so this is just easy. This thing, you can, if there's a smoke or whatever, you can just molly it like this, and you'll be fine. Or like even something like this, you should be fine. Right. There is some sort of a nade lineup, I don't remember it. Probably like here. Yeah, there's even deeper one where it kills the planter. Because people are always gonna be planting here. And there's even a Molotov lineup for this. I don't know either, but there are ones out there, just so you know. Okay, is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Remember, this one can be useful. We'll get the feel for it. I think it's a standing throw, almost always, yeah, it's more like this. Standing throw, like somewhere out here. Yeah, action, yeah, that's a really nice lineup. You just stand here, you aim at the top of this, like as the thing connects, or here, whatever. Your favorite is always gonna land in the middle, always gonna be a nice smoke. Oh, nice. That's kinda neat. And is there anything else? No, I don't think so. If you're afraid of pillar, you can throw from you. Two smokes or sort of a smoke like this. You would aim at the leaves, whatever. It doesn't really matter what's gonna play here. Anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else about B-side. Oh, actually, don't always plant here. It's a default. Usually just plant here. Why? You can wallbang through this, so there's a guy planting here. You can sometimes just try to kill the guy. Aim a bit lower because they crouch even lower. Whatever, so maybe you're gonna get ahead, maybe not. You can kill through this. Especially if you're smoked off, you know the lineup. You can just go all the way to the back. And just start spamming it. There's high likelihood you're gonna get a guy at some point. But usually you wanna plan on this one of the fire round. You can't. Here you can. If you have everything smoked off, I mean everything, you can plant here. Why? Because it's literally viewable for end of your. Remember, if you have complete control over site, right? You wanna plant safe when you don't have full control. If you have full control of site, just plant it anywhere. Like literally, in the place where you can see it from anywhere on the map, right? Because then the CT needs to be worried that you can, after he taps it, he needs to be worried about here, about here, about here, 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 right? There's so many angles. When you plant here, he needs to only worry about here, and maybe here and here, maybe CT, you know? So that's like half of the angles eliminated, like instant, right? Because I assume he came from here. So plant in as much of it open as you can if you have full control of the map. On every map. It works on every map. Right? So yeah, I think that would be it for the Mirage B side. Right, so that'd be it. Maybe someday I'll make a YouTube video for it and upload it to YouTube. Actually, that's gonna be a really good idea. I think that's pretty much everything. I covered pretty much everything you need to know to be an intermediate B player on Inferno. So yeah, but remember, there's usually gonna be a fuckload of players loving to play B because it's so easy to play B. So I just told you a lot, but usually you're just gonna be going here and just gonna play on A. Because if you don't have one player, at least one player play apartments, at least one player, wallbang by the way. If you don't have at least one player play apartments, you are screwed. Because then the apartments are like no man's land and the cities maybe are in there, maybe are not. You wanna show them that you have presence in apartments. Otherwise, the city's gonna be overconfident, they're gonna start fighting it, they're gonna start doing some crazy shit in apartments. So even I just showed you everything on the B, usually you don't want to learn how to play B. Because it's so easy and so many people like to play B. So if you care about your win rate and whatever, play apps. What can I say? Just play apps. And the ultimate. You know. So yeah, that'd be it for this video. And hopefully I will remember this. And maybe I'll make a YouTube video off of it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Have a good one, and hopefully you will not be bad in the future. Alright, bye bye.